Hello students, in today's topic we will discuss about artificial intelligence under unit 2 greedy best first search algorithm. So myself Sasirekha, assistant professor from the department of CSBS from RMD Engineering College. So what is this greedy best first search algorithm? Since we all know what is greedy algorithm, right? Greedy algorithm is an algorithm which always tries to find out a global solution with the help of the local optimum solution, right? So since this greedy best first search algorithm is considered to be an informed search algorithm, so we should know what is the difference between informed and an uninformed search algorithm, right? So informed means we have to follow some formula, like we have to follow heuristic function in order to obtain the goal state, right? So if we go for uninformed means it will not have any formula or any function. So it will do a blind search in order to obtain the goal state. Since greedy best first algorithm is a type of informed search algorithm, we have to find out the heuristic function. So here for calculating the greedy best first search algorithm, we have given the edge weight. We have to take the weighted graph, which is given an edge weight. So we have to calculate the heuristic value for each and every vertexes in the given graph. Okay. So in order to proceed with the search to reach the goal node, we have to expand the node that is closest to the goal as determined by the heuristic function. So as we already discussed about the 8 puzzle problem under unit 1, right? So there also we calculated heuristic value based upon the value of the heuristic value, right? We have different heuristic values are there on each and every level. So whenever you are getting the minimum heuristic value, from there we will again proceed with the solution in order to obtain the goal state, right? So similarly, this will also follows a greedy approach. How we have to start our searching is from the start to goal, we have to follow the heuristic value. Okay, so here greedy best first search may not be optimal or may be optimal. We know what is a greedy approach will do. And in this algorithm, search cost is at minimum since the solution is found without expanding a node. That is not the solution path. So this algorithm is always minimal but not complete since it can lead to dead end. So it is called the greedy because at each step it tries to get as close to the goal as it can, right? So we will see what we are getting, what is the maximum optimal solution we are getting when used for greedy best first search. If not using greedy best first search, what optimal solution we are getting? We will compare both the solutions with this some small example. Okay. So we know what is a heuristic function. Like here, instead of heuristic, with the help of heuristic function, we need to calculate one more function which is called evaluation function. So what is this evaluation function is? Here the evaluation function is equal to use heuristic function. Since the search disregards the edge weight, finding the lowest path is not guaranteed because this search will always disregard the edge weight. Okay. Now we will see the algorithm of this greedy best first searching algorithm. What is the step one we have to do is we have to place a starting node in the open list. We have to create a two list. One is open list, another one is closed list. Whenever we are starting, the starting node should be kept in the open list. In the step two, if the open list is empty, we have to stop and return the failure. Otherwise, we have to move to the node n, remove the node n from the open list, which has the lowest value of h of n and place it in the closed list. How we have to start the expansion is whenever we are having the h of n is lowest value, we will start proceeding the expansion from that particular node. So similarly, you can generate the successor of the node. In the step 5, you check the successor of each successor of a node n and find whether any goal node is we have met with the goal node or not. If any successor or goal node is written, then return the success, then terminate the search. Okay. Else we have to proceed with the step 6. For each successor node, the algorithm checks for the evaluation function f of n. Then we have to check if the node has been either in the open or closed list. If the node has not been in the both list, then it has to be added to the open list. Then we have to proceed to the we have to again proceed from step 2. Okay, this is what the algorithm of greedy best first search. We will move to with an example and we will see how this greedy best first search will be able to find it. Here you can see a graph which contains some vertices and edges are given. Edges are having the weights. Since this greedy best first search algorithm will ignore the edge weight, it will not take the edge weight for obtaining the goal state. Instead of going for the edge weight, it will take the h of n value, that is the evaluation function value. So what is our problem is search, we have to start the search from the node called P, and from that node P, we have to reach the node called S. how this greedy best first search algorithm will proceed from the initial status. Look at the node P. Who are the neighbor for the node P? The neighbors are A, C, and R. Check out the h of n value which is given inside the node. It is given in the bracket, right? So this will disregard the age weight. So we have to go for the h of n value, that is evaluation function value. Look at the value, and the node 6 is having the least h of n value, right? Since this algorithm will always go with the lowest value of h of n, from there again, this node will be expanded in order to obtain the goal node. Okay. Now after this step, if you expand the node P, you will be getting the neighbor A, C, and R. You note down the values. I mean the h of n value for all the three nodes, and which node we are getting the lowest. 6 is the lowest. So from there again we have to expand further in order to obtain the goal state. If you again expand the node C, you will be getting the neighbor M, R, U nodes. Check out which is having the minimum value, heuristic value. U is having the minimal heuristic value. From there we can again will proceed. If you again expand the node U, you will be getting the node S and N, right? So since we reached into the goal state. If you look at this, so from P we are moving on to the node C, and from C you are going to U, and U you are going to reach the S. So if you calculate the total cost for the particular path, it is evaluated to P to C, we have a cost is 4, and C to 3 the cost is 3, and U to 4 the cost is 4. If you add all the path cost, you'll be getting 11. Okay. What the potential problem with the greedy best first search is revealed by the path PRES. Okay, if you are not going for greedy best first search, you may go for some other alternate path. Like if you chosen a path like P, R, E, and S, you might be getting a cost which is 11. That is considered to be the minimal cost, right? So which is lower than the cost which is obtained by using greedy best first algorithm. That is why greedy best first algorithm may not be optimal for all the case, all the time, right? So we have to, because this algorithm is simply ignoring the age cost. Instead of ignoring the age cost, it only taken the evaluation function, that is heuristic function. So if you searching through with the help of only heuristic function, you might be getting the cost which is higher than the other options, right? So the greedy best first algorithm will take the time complexity is order of B to the power of n. So these are the B represents the branching factor, and space complexity will also same as the time complexity B to the power of m. M represents the maximum depth of the search space. Okay, and it is complete. No, it is not complete because it is incomplete even if the given state space is finite, and this is not always optimum as we already discussed, right? And what is the advantage of this greedy best first search is this can be best first search can switch between BFS and DFS by gaining the advantage of both algorithms. Okay, either you can choose BFS or DFS, and this is more efficient compared to BFS and DFS because DFS are doesn't have heuristic value because that is an uninformed search algorithms. It doesn't have any formula to calculate, so this will follow a blind search. So comparatively, BFS and DFS greedy best first search algorithm is good. But what is the disadvantage is it can behave as an unguided depth first search in the worst case scenario, and it may get stuck in a loop as DFS because DFS will proceed search from the left. Start from the root and will traverse the infinite of the left branches, right? And this algorithm is not optimal. This is a main disadvantage of this particular greedy based algorithm. Thank you, guys.